We're live. Josh was late. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild. Welcome to the Livestream Takeover episode 233. We got a lot of news tonight. It's a big night.
So much. You may have. Did you watch the Scale News, Matt?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I was trolling a little bit with my captions.
Where are you now?
Teasing tonight.
Oh.
So
I didn't really look at the captions so much.
Yeah, see,
only
not
the look at your face.
Only the quick catch all.
Check in, let us know where you're watching from. And have you ever 3D printed anything?
Are you curious about 3D printing? Have you dived?
Have you dove in?
Dove in.
Coffee. That's always a good choice.
Yeah, I have coffee and I have a so.
Right. All right. Okie dokie.
I was late because I took a nap.
Very good.
The old nap roulette.
Yes. Naps are for the weak.
Naps are proven to be for people with bigger brains.
No, there's speculation about that. That new study was written by people who like to have naps. We're smarter because we're napping.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Untrue, not real. Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're doing this again somehow.
Some way,
taken us off the internet.
233 weeks in a row. No, it's going to be
insanity.
Going to be good. We have Jimmy Knight on the show later.
Jimmy K.
We also have Matt and I have to hammer out some of the last details.
Yes.
For the Wheel of
Misfortune.
Yeah, whatever I started going through and I talked about it on the one of the Afternoon's Delight, and I was thinking we were both spinning the wheel.
Yes.
So there were so many of the things that I had in my head that I'm like, oh wait, if we're both spinning that, there's the swap trucks one.
Yeah, that one worries me greatly.
Well, I was just it didn't worry me at first because I was just I'm going to do so much weird crap to this truck on purpose until we have to swap. I was I'm going to do things to just, but then I realized
that doesn't do
on there twice.
Yeah. So, and that doesn't do you any good.
And it could, because I thought it was going to be funny to stick you with a bunch of weird stuff that I had done. But then there's a good chance we'll have to swap back.
Yes, there's a strong likelihood. But hold on, is one swap swap with Matt and the other one is swap with Josh? Because what if I get swapped with Matt? Then I'll just keep it.
It's just
the camera's off.
God.
I see that Josh Toth is already ruining one of the surprises. That's fine. It's okay.
No, it's just switch trucks is what the thing is. So,
yes.
I don't know. That's what we have to work out these details. We have to work out the details.
Yes. I would also like to point out that one of us is the good cowboy. One of us is the bad cowboy today.
Is that because I'm wearing a black shirt and you're wearing a white shirt?
Yes.
Mad Magazine?
Well, those are spy. That's Spy versus Spy. That's both right. Bad.
Were they both bad, huh? I don't know.
You need to mention it's a surprise. No. That's fine. Well, we kept it a secret up until now. Spy versus Spy. But way worse. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look there. Gunner. Thank you very much. My gold level ding dong belongs to Sharkers. Hello, all. Tonight's code hashtag I need some.
Yeah. Don't even bother saving 10%. And
I'm not reading that out loud. Gunner. Bless it.
Yuck.
SatisfiedJerky.com. If you're
somehow in the mood,
I'm pinning the code where you can go save 10%
Yes.
Satisfied Jerky.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, as always, Dana.
Look at that. Hey, look at this. We got Chris on here tonight, too. Huh?
Hey, look at that. Thank you for joining
Chris, I've got plantar fasciitis, so I don't know if I'll be running the race. The Pro Line by the Fire. Hopefully I'm healed by then.
Hey.
I've got a bomber, but who knows if it's going to be as broken as I am.
Impossible. But it does sound like
it's pre-broken.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. Anyway, so yes, we're going to bring James on, talk about some new news for the old
news. Yes, from Jimmy K. I've got some news as well. If you look down below into the description on my video, and you'll see that Thread and Resin is offering some slap packs of some larger Scale Builders Guild themed stickers. These are for slapping on your workbench, your toolbox, the back of your buddy's car, Cybertruck, whatever, if he's got one of those, whatever.
So you did full-size bumper stickers? Or just
No, they're not bumper stickers. They're just slappers. They're just big stickers. Bring up a picture.
When did stickers get new names? Slappers.
Don't worry about it.
When did this become a thing? Are you trying to make it a thing?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's already a thing. But I don't know. But here they are. There's a whole, you get a whole set of those on there. Some good looking ones on there.
Chuffed. Crap, I forgot that story this week.
My favorite one is the cockles, I think. With the Land
Rover.
You
can say it out loud, so I didn't read
you can say it. Anyway, those are available right now on Thread and Resin, Josh's site. Not this Josh, the other better Josh. But the link is in the description. You can have those. They don't ship from me. They ship from America. So you'll get them faster.
Yes.
But ours, the other ones, the bumper stickers, those sold out in like less than 36 hours.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those have all been mailed out as well. So
wow.
If you've got some of those, they're gone.
Even better.
Yes.
Speaking of things getting delivered, did your package get delivered today?
Yes. Somehow Vanquish, I think, like I was joking with you today, but I think Dan put it on the direct flight that is Air Canada from Sacramento to Toronto and bought it a seat because it got here overnight.
Yeah.
Overnight.
And I did not send Matt an overnight package. Trust me. It's unreal.
It is so crazy. Crazy.
Jeremiah, thank you very much. Hey guys, I just got done at Taylor Falls running my 4 dice for the first time with 2200 KV Polar Pro. Drawback to crawling Minnesota at mesquite. Midwest mosquitoes. Especially at places in or around water, such as Taylor Falls.
Or anywhere here.
That is true. But man, I do not miss the bugs of the Midwest.
Yeah,
many things I miss. Bugs
Hope you had a good time.
Not one of them.
Matt, should we live stream the race and you can commentate F1 style British accents? British accents. It's not a bad idea. If I'm hurt enough that I can't do it,
I mean, I'll take a kneecap out for you if you need him to be able to commentate, Chris. So that he's absolutely not.
I love my SBG swag. It scored me a wife. No.
So many questions.
Yeah, I have questions.
So many questions.
Wait, you can wrap a car in a sticker? Well, not a slapper. You need a lot of slappers for that.
An AI wife? So yeah, that's oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking for. I had to do some prep for the Vegas portion of our trip, this year. Just slap. Oh my!
Just slap it.
I had to sign up
Go ahead.
Matt for his. I had to fill out our name tag and title stuff for the event that we had.
No.
So I had to fill out Matt
God.
today.
What does it say on it?
I'm not sure I can read it out loud. No.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I got that filled out today.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
That's good.
You have to have that on.
Robbie, whatever it means in Australia, it doesn't apply in the rest of the world. For the record. Doesn't say cardboard, bitch. Head scale ding dong. Matt, the marketing guy. These are all too tame, I think. If I know.
You have to remember, it does still say Vanquish products on it.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's still got to be semi-professional.
I wouldn't worry about professional and all that.
That's true. I know who else is going to this thing. So.
Exactly. Are you going to get your karting practice in beforehand? You can't be rusty when you get there.
No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Don't worry.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go on Friday actually.
Because I already in the email, for some reason, he had joked about being. He's like, I'm going to try and be K&K's kid while I go there.
Who said that?
The guy who sent the email, who's like part of. Anyway, I was like, I don't know what you mean. I was like, good luck with that. Vanquish is going to come sweep the podium. So
yeah,
I've already started talking trash. So you better.
Excellent.
You better perform.
All right. God, I'll do
or at least
best.
put up a good blocking.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I can go sideways.
That nobody else can put in good laps.
I'll just Austin Powers that whole track.
Yeah. Nope.
It's gonna be fine. Does Matt's shirt say "I'm with Ding Dong"? No, I am. There's no way it's gonna say that. No way. Let's just say "Ding Dong." Just slap it.
Okay. I didn't get much for mail call today, but I figured
I've only got the box that you sent me. I've got a roll of filament that I can't really show you because it's in the printer.
Yep.
But I'll have a video on that. Maybe I'll put it out right after this episode, actually.
Okay. You can go over your box there. I don't think that I have anything to go over.
All right. So
I think I'm in the same situation. The things that I got, I've already used or started to use.
And this is BS. I just want to call this out right now before we even start this Wheel of Fortune thing. Mm-hmm. That you're like, send me the list of any parts you want to use. And I was like, okay, well, hold on a second. Why don't you tell me what parts you're using? And you're like, I'm not telling you shit.
Now, to be fair, I actually did not even read your list. I copied your message and sent it in its entirety to Dan.
Oh. Well, I hope Dan put it in this box.
Yes, I told him to just shove it all inside the box.
Okay, well,
I also shoved you a banner in there.
In the box?
Yes.
Oh. Is this part of my costume for when I'm at the event? You got to wear this as underpants. There's no banner in here.
Well, I told him to.
Good job, Dan.
Are your parts in there at least?
Yes, those are in there.
Okay. Well, he forgot your banner.
Well, maybe not. Maybe could he
Sucks
put it in the... Is there another place he could have put it? No.
Don't imagine so.
Send him a banner. Yeah, okay, you got it.
You got it, boss.
I'm right on top of that. That's fine. We've all seen optics before. There's plenty of optics.
With a super sticker. A super sticker.
Hey, thank you. All right. Thanks, blind guy.
So, thank you very much, blind guy, blind dude.
One more day and it's Lexan time again. Negative. Oh, yeah, 69. Nice. Okay, what do you got?
Put it. I have a banner, but I thought you had it, so it was like I could. Why do I need to show it if you have it? But now,
well, I don't have it, so
I didn't bring mine in because you had it. So now who's at fault here? I'll see if I can.
The turntables have turned.
Yeah, my bad.
Anyway, that 3D printer filament, it's PPACF from Bamboo Labs, and this stuff is wild.
It is the most expensive filament I've ever seen, but
yes, it's not meant for your doodads and your trinkets, which is exactly why I printed a bunch of doodads and trinkets.
Yeah, exactly. You did a fantastic job on that. I've been printing the PA6 GF a ton, and it's insanely impressive as well. I can't imagine that stuff. I need to look and compare the white paper on it.
So I printed this ping pong ball. It's one of these airless ping pong balls. As you can see, it's like completely hollow.
Yep.
And I've been whipping it at the ground as hard as I possibly can over and over and over again. And I haven't broken it. Like just whipping it into the...
Have you tried playing ping pong with it?
No, but I can do that. Where'd it go? It's gone. There it is.
Jesus.
Anywho, yeah, very impressive stuff. I actually, spoiler alert, but I did replace the front of Also Shippy with it.
Now, did you break Also Shippy?
No.
So you just broke off.
I cut off the front because it glues together right here. You see?
Yeah.
And glued a new piece on. So it's infinitely repeatable. And I was smashing this thing into rocks all day today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like it. Yes,
yeah.
I'm front fell off. Yeah.
I bashed it real good.
I see that whole back corner is all kinds of.
Now, I did manage to take the tip off.
Just the tip.
But that was a direct hit into a rock. So it's wildly cool stuff. Since I have a whole video coming out on it, I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, I don't.
Okay, I got one more thing.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
I got a new set of wheels from Gear Guy RC. He does like drift wheels, resin printed, all of his own custom designs. But this is crazy. Look at the box that they came in.
Oh, did he print it on one of them texture plates?
Yeah, he did. But the fact that he even gives you a printed box for the wheels, like, come on.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, right? Guess what kind of wheels they are?
Drift wheels.
Yeah, but for what?
A Supra.
The Volvo.
Oh, they're for.
I got another set, and these ones are like flat face, so they're much more accurate to the real deal.
Ah, got you. Now, is the Volvo, did you have those, basically a wheel like that on there previously?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is another set.
Updated design. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Also sticky?
No, that's Also Shippy. Also Sticky is, somebody has that somewhere. I sent that to someone so they could deal with it. So is K-pop in jail? I don't know. I feel like he's just really busy at his new job.
So has he posted any content?
No, not since Scale Science in like June, March, April. When were we there? June.
We were where? Oh yeah. Wow.
We were in Colorado in June. He was there before us.
I see. So yeah.
Jaybird has I'm Sticky. Right.
Also sticky.
Okay. So that's it for me. But yeah, if you're interested, those Gear Guy, he does good quality stuff, man. I wonder if everybody gets a box like this. This is pretty high end. He did the caps too. Look. Little tiny Volvo caps.
Oh, so, and those are resin printed, it looks like, yeah?
Yes, sir.
How's the strength on that?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Yeah.
For somebody who,
Well, you're drifting. You're not qual.
Yeah, but
I've
seen you drive things. I just see you.
All right. Let's stop wasting time. Let's get Jimmy Knight on here. Okay. You press the buttons.
I'm going to do this.
There he is, right in the middle.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Stand up straight.
I like that he's lower. He's like, oh man.
Hang on.
Adjust that camera. How are you, James?
How are you doing, James? Good to see you.
I will be honest, I'm incredibly nervous. I don't think I've been this nervous since I got married. And that worked out okay. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Then that means this is not going to go well. I know your wife. There's no way you're getting that kind of luck ever again.
That's a good point. Good point. Yeah, I did win the lottery.
She's lovely. Yes, she is. All right. James is talking to us all the way from the other side of the planet, upside down.
Upside down and in a different day than us.
We should do that, but I don't think we can flip it. But it's already tomorrow there. Welcome to the past.
Future.
No,
we're in the future.
For us,
he's in tomorrow. Oh yeah.
For you, we're in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. But welcome to the show. It's so nice to see you again. If you're not familiar with James Knight, I don't know how you couldn't be, but he runs Knight Customs, which is a design and parts sort of company that makes accessories and third-party stuff for all of your favorite trucks that are on the market.
Yeah, that's right. 3D printed designs for the RC hobby, mostly around RC cars, mostly crawlers.
Yes,
but it's a wide variety as well. During most of the early scale news, Matt would send me messages hounding me. It's Knight Customs, not Knights. Knight Customs.
Yes. Josh likes to fire up his Axle Wrath loaded with Knights Customs parts on it. That seems to be something that people get wrong on a consistent basis, and not just silly, slow people like Josh. Regular people too.
Less now. Like it was a lot early, and now it seems a little less, thanks to people like Josh letting everyone know how wrong you got it wrong. And
I was very wrong. Consistent effort to change myself.
I know.
Where did that name come from?
Yeah. Yep. James Knight, and we make customs.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
We help you customize. I think I got it from like West Coast Customs, and that sounded cool. I'm like, what would be the RC equivalent of that? And that's that was a terrible idea, but it stuck, and that's what it is, and that's what I do, and that's what we call it.
If you go back far enough, the only way that you could get stuff from Knight Customs very early on was Shapeways. That was the only way that you could get stuff, and look where they are now.
That's and then Shapeways, they kind of launched they seem to be the first ones that I remember having the ability to like buy files to 3D print your own stuff on their site.
Yeah, I mean that's basically how the company started. Was I was into RC and making scratch building like Matt. That's how we crossed paths, styrene and making stuff. And I knew how to CAD model, and I'd made this engine, and I'm like, but I want like 5 of these engines. I've got to make another one. I've got to make a mold and da-da-da. And I was like, wait a minute, I know how to CAD model, and I could get it 3D printed. And then along trying to find a 3D printer, found Shapeways. And I was like, wait, I could share, because everyone's like, can you make me one? I'm like, well, you could just buy one from Shapeways if I make a store. And that was that's how it started. And then it just grew, and it's changed over time. Like we met last time we were all together was 4 years ago, because I just rewatched the live stream, episode 16, if people want to go back and
wow.
Yeah.
I remember you being on it. You were at work.
That's right.
I was. Well, yes. We were. Yes. It was. There's a lot going on at that point in time. 2020. Say no more.
I can't believe it was that long ago.
Yeah, 4
That's
years ago.
crazy.
At that point, not left the house for 17 weeks. It's a fun video to rewatch. If I encourage everyone to go rewatch it, but a lot changed, right? So no more Shapeways, although the European division looks like maybe it's getting rebooted somehow.
Yeah.
But we don't know what that means to the store. At that point, I'd already transitioned to my mini factory and gone from just selling parts printed to saying, hey, if you've got a 3D printer, you can print your own parts. And I just relatively recently got my own printer, an old MakerBot, and that's everything. And now my mini factory is evolving. So they're moving to Umagine, as probably you all know, and Chris Hemystorm's doing a great job helping them like reinvent that for the RC community. And then Bamboo Lab came out with, I think, a game-changing range of printers that is, has sort of also changed the game for everyone who wanted to get into 3D printing. It's never been easier, never been quicker, never been better in so many different fronts, and it goes from what, $200 up to like $1,500.
Yeah, exactly.
We were talking about Ender printers that were like maybe $500, and compared to I'm not knocking an Ender for what it was back then, but compared to what Bamboo and the way they do their printers now is totally different. So we've taken all that in the last few months and tried to figure out what we were going to do next, because no Shapeways, but people still don't have printers. But the people that do have printers, they're better than ever. And I just sort of looked at everything and said, well, maybe we can take this as an opportunity to evolve Night Customs and do something different than just be the guys on one of those platforms. So that's what we're here to talk about, I guess, what we're going to do next.
Yeah. And
it's sort of the big announcement for tonight.
It's going to, I'm excited for this next step for you. And, I think that you did a great job kind of getting onto that My Mini Factory idea earlier than, because as Shapeways, yes, they went away, but before that, everything had changed with that. Like Shapeways used to just be a pretty easy option for people who wanted super high quality prints at fairly reasonably. But the fairly reasonably part had changed quite a lot over the last maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
So
the pricing
it really, it became just silly. Like it was hard to even consider. And then as it kind of went up and the availability and the number of people with printers, those lines crossed. It was cool to see that you had so quickly or so ahead of it got ready to make that shift and make everything happen. But
yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was scary because I think when we went on Shapeways, we were one of the first, and that was great to see everyone else find. And then we all, I think all of us had a store at some point on there. And
all three of us did.
Right? Yeah.
They owe me $9. No.
But when we were I think we were one of the first to go on My Mini Factory, and everyone's like, don't do that. And it was like, well, I didn't really have an option really, because I wanted to share the stuff. And I just took a chance, honestly. And I'm fortunate to have the ability I don't have to rely on Night Customs to pay the rent and keep the family in a house. And if I had, I might not have been I'd been more risk averse. So it was good. I could experiment. So you know what, if it doesn't work and I lose a bunch of files, I learned something. And people still got to share the files, which was great. And so this, and it seems to have worked. Well, I would say it's been quite successful. And it sort of led us to where we are now. I don't know how long you want me to tease this before I
I think now's the point. You can talk about it.
So
I don't know.
So as of,
wait, pause. Don't talk about it yet. No, go ahead.
We cut to a commercial. And then we'll come back.
Right back after news from our sponsors.
So we learned a lot doing My Mini Factory, and actually it's great to see what My Mini Factory is doing now, because Chris, who is an RC guy, is really leading what they're doing. But it really serves a group of bringing everyone together. And what I started to look at was like, well, how can I do a better job serving the people that bought my parts? And we got to this sort of crossroads where we're still supporting Umagine. We're still doing stuff where we feel like that makes sense, but we want to do something much more tailored where we basically had to say, well, we need to really, rather than just having Night Customs as a holding page where you go and we tell you, hey, you can go to My Mini Factory, or you can buy a t-shirt, or you could back then go to Shapeways. We're gonna do three. We've relaunched the site as of an hour ago. If you go on nightcustoms.com, it's a whole new site.
I'm gonna share it onto here so people can see it.
Hopefully it doesn't crash. I've had some great people help me make it, and I know Matt gave me some great feedback over the weekend. I'm like, oh, had to change a bunch of stuff. Thank you, Matt. But there's three.
You should not use neon pink and neon yellow at the same time.
Oh, well, I'll have to tell my, yeah. So this is the new site. Oh, that's awesome. You can do this now. So
we've come a long way in 4 years, James.
Yeah, look at that. We've got a whole new website. Still got familiar branded looks. We feel this is a great way to show what we do. And you're going to be able, don't scroll all the way down. Scroll back.
Just going to go up here. Look at some
brands. Oh,
maybe just actually go up a little bit.
Just a little. So
there you go. That's better.
So first thing, you can buy files direct from us now, right? So you can go on there. We've got a great searchable database, so you can decide by brand, by actual model, and then even by if you want interiors versus you want to see all the 3D, the drivers we make, so forth. So really good searchable database, easy to get the files. Very similar in that respect to what we had with My Mini Factory. But now every file on there, we've got over 100 files today. We've got 500 files getting ready to go, so they'll be rolled out over the coming months. But every file you buy and download, you don't just get just the file, you actually get G codes. Now we experiment with that a little bit with My Mini Factory, where some of them had G codes, but now every file has 2 different sets of G codes. We have G codes for Bamboo Lab. So whether it's the P1 or the X1, we don't currently serve the A1, but it's easy to move those and readapt it. And we also do it for the Prusa. Now, the Prusa G codes also work on the Enders for people that might still be on Enders. That's fine. But it's ideal for people that never 3D printed before. So it puts the part on the print bed for you. You just load the file up. It puts the supports there. It tells the printer what layer height to print. It tells the printer what material you need to use. And we've sort of, as a default, I've said use PLA, and we recommend PLA matte from Bamboo, which we think gives you an amazing result. It's a great place to start. There's limitations, but if you're just starting, that's where you go. Or it's just a quick start. If you know how to print, just want to get them off the printer fast, use our G codes. And then we also, because you've got the files, like with Bamboo, you have all the files laid out, and then you can go in and tailor it. You can change the material, you can change the supports, you can change the orientation, because ours are just basic settings. It's a good starting point. There are people I know that are much better at 3D printing than me that will go in there and go, no, if I do this, it will be better. And that's great. So you can do that. So 100 files to start. For the things like the working interiors, we've now got instruction books. So you can go in and actually see a nice PDF where we've got step-by-step. And again, thank you, Matt, for helping me find some spelling mistakes and make sure everything made sense.
So no worries. I'm happy to have helped on that part, because huge
and everyone who's been asking, when can I get the working interiors? When can I get the working interiors? The H10 optic is now on there, so you can go get it.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get
load that up.
Yeah, I'm going to go load that up now. Talking with you, or previously, you had sent me the interior stuff, James, and for the optic, and you had sent it to me with that G code layout, which G code for people who don't understand, it's just what your slicer uses and the file that it outputs that you put onto your printer. That's what G code is. And
having that predetermined for people who are beginners, because layout and orientation and layer levels and print resolution and everything, those things can all kind of be a bit daunting for people who are new. And if you've got a printer, having the G code makes it so much easier, because that's how the manufacturer intended it to print.
Yeah, yep. It's when James told me that's how he was going to do this, I was like, that sounds like a tremendous amount of work.
Yeah.
But,
for 100 separate files, never mind. Did you say there's going to be, like, in the coming months, 500 more?
we've got a library of over 500 files that we haven't added to the store yet. So they'll come over time. So,
yeah. Now, are you going to do that same process for everything? You're going to create G-codes?
Everything on Night Customs will be delivered that way. So if you go to nightcustoms.com, you know that's exactly how you're going to get the file. It's going to be the same every time.
Now, do you also own knightscustoms.com, or should I go buy that?
I think I might have actually got that. No, jokes aside, because I was worried that that would happen a lot. I think
because if you don't, I'm going to buy it and send it to myself.
If you haven't, if you could just pick that one up for me, and we'll negotiate later.
I'll grab it. I'll grab it and I'll give it to you for free. What a scum.
So
this looks fantastic, James.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. And whoever made the comment, I've put the official Traxxas disclaimer in the Traxxas files so that we're all above board and it takes a little longer to do the Traxxas stuff because I've got to make sure I actually word it exactly how they've asked to do it. So everyone's clear. I'm not misleading anyone, but no problem. So everything that we're launching with over 100, just over 113 files to be exact. So that's the first thing. Super excited about that. Hopefully that makes it super easy for everyone. And then a great starting point to get more people into this. Because as you know, I'm preaching to the choir here, but for other people, once you get a 3D printer and you get that first learning curve out the way, it is a game changer. It makes
it is a game changer.
It's only got easier and easier as things have gone as well. You know, it used to be people get a 3D printer, and for one, if you could make it work right away, like,
you were way better than like 90% of the people. It was definitely when it started out, it was an art form, and now it's becoming a science. Because these new printers are just so easy. Like every once in a while, I'll go on Reddit and I'll see people having problems. And I'm like, what did they do wrong?
Yeah.
How did they get
and it used to be before, it was just like every 3D printing page you would go on, it was just like, I can't get, here's my first print. What did I do wrong?
What did I do wrong?
Everything wrong. Nothing's right. Rebuild your entire machine. Now, James, we've scrolled around on the first page, and then on these pages, people are going to start wondering what these things over here mean.
So the second thing we're doing is we're also adding a subscription model. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. This isn't a new thing. This is something I've seen other people use in other industries. So none of this is new for us, but maybe not new in 3D printing. So now there's a subscription model. And so the first two tiers are subscription for personal use. So the same rules as applied before. It's commercial commons, means you can, if you subscribe, it starts at $4.99 a month. For that, you get basically 10 credits. It's going to update there. It says 7. It will say 10 in a minute. And that's basically $10 worth of free files. And so what that means is you can go in for every month, you get $10 worth of credit, and those credits roll over as long as you say a subscriber. So maybe there's nothing you want this month, but next month, one of the big expensive parts comes up and you've got enough credit to buy it. And also, in addition to that, you get a 10% discount on any other files if you're just going to buy with credit card, PayPal, or whatever. So that's super exciting. And like I said, this went up an hour ago, so there might be a few bugs and things we've got to fix. But by the weekend, we'll have it all sorted out. But maybe listen to what I say, not what you see, and we'll be fine. Right. So that's the first tier of the personal use. And then if $10 a month is not enough for you, and you want to get more value, you can step up to $10 a month, and then you get $20 worth of credits. Basically, this is all US dollars for any of my international friends. Everything's on the site's in US dollars, just to keep it simple for me. And then you get an additional 15% discount, which is great. So, so you spend a little bit of money, you get a lot more value. Now, so that hopefully that works for most people. And it's a great way, if you know you spend more than a few dollars a month, that this encourages people to come back, but also they can build up some credits save up for some stuff if you're on a budget. And then lastly, I guess the biggest new news is the third tier. This is a commercial license. So again, not new in 3D printing. I've been following this and looking at what works and what doesn't work, and this is our first stab at it. So what we're going to do is for the first time, we're going to give you, as a subscription, it gives you the license. So if you have a 3D printer, you can become an official authorized Night Customs 3D printer. So essentially your own shapeways. So you can use our files. They're already set up for you. So instead of coming to us and saying, do we know anyone with a 3D printer, there'll be a searchable database added to this website. So everyone who subscribes to this tier will get listed in a searchable database. So if you don't have a 3D printer, but you like this file and you want to find somebody, to go in, search California, it'll list all the guys that have got 3D printers in California that are authorized by us to print for you. Then you can contact them directly. And the vision here is that we want to empower all the RC communities, like globally. There's a guy in your community that has a 3D printer. And I always say, if you want to learn more about it or get files printed, work with somebody who knows RC, is in your community, and you can talk to. There'll be other people that are great that you can get. That's a great way to start. And then over time, if that leads you to get your own 3D printer, great. Or it's just another little side business or side hustle for those with 3D printers that want to make more money. It's our solution really to shape weight going away, but it's also, just a great way for us to expand 3D printing with people and our designs and get them in more hands.
Yeah, and it's wild to see that you're like on your own. You're going to create your own dealer network of this type of thing, and anybody who has a 3D printer at the same time, or if you don't have one yet, especially with how easy you're making it with setting up codes and all like that, somebody could easily buy a 3D printer and pay for their own very nice 3D printer through this type of setup
pretty quickly.
Quickly and make things. Now, are you going to have maybe this as things work out down the road? Are you going to have suggested retail pricing, things like that?
No, we're going to leave that to the individual. So,
okay. Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Like if you're signing up for this subscription, you're going to sign up. It's $30 a month, which we think is reasonable. Because we think you get $50 of credit. Again, that rolls over, so that allows you to buy $50 of parts straight out the gate. So it's already paid for your first month's subscription. And then really what we encourage is if you want to use one of these authorized printers, you work directly with them. You can tell them I want these parts, and they can say, okay, for that set, whatever it is in that material, this is my time and labor, and this is the quality you're going to get. Because there's so many variables there that it's best to work with that individual. So there's a bunch of terms and conditions about how we clarify that you're working with, we're just empowering this person to work with you and provide you our files. But the quality, the time, the cost is all between you and the individuals. And the goal really there is, again, there's 3D hubs where you can search for local 3D printers in your community, but those guys may not be RC experts. So you go in and say, I've got an SCX-10 free and I want a durable bumper. What do I print in? They have no idea what you're talking about. But guys in your community do, and they can say, you know what? We can do it in PLA, or we can do it in PETG, or we can go to the carbon infused filaments, and those all have different costs. They have different times. They come with different qualities. And you build a relationship with your printer to figure all that stuff out. So we're just trying to make that bridge and give that access, and then empower the community to do with it what hopefully they want.
And like Mike's asking
here,
once you buy a file from Night Customs, you have that file and you own it, and then
you own it.
You can print yourself 100 of them if you like. It's your printer. It's your file. The only thing you have to understand is that, based on the licensing, you're not supposed to share that file with people. Yeah. And that's one thing that the RC community does a pretty decent job in. Is it's an honor system that those of us who upload files in places, we have to assume that there's enough good eggs that doesn't spoil the whole system. Yeah. And so far that model seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, I would say
example, with the Suga body that I've done with Thomas, every time we make one of those bodies, the original designer of the file gets a royalty, just so we're getting him something for each time we use that design, because it's we want to make sure that everyone's being compensated fairly, except Josh. Everyone else
I was compensated fairly by way of you paid personally for part of my body.
Yes.
So, because I modified the file.
Suga body, not
Suga
your
body.
personal body.
You rented the other part. But
we've got a couple of super chats in here that we should.
I saw Jeremiah's earlier that I wanted to get to. I know. Scroll back. Hold on just a second.
You can do that.
Oops. Sorry. Or you get to that one. Jeremiah, there you go. I bought the Ford Ice interior kit from Night Customs. Absolutely love it. Unfortunately, when I printed Matt's head, it's in red.
That's fine. Just means I'm angry at Josh about something.
The Ford Ice interior looks great too, because it's got the bench seat.
Oh yes.
So good.
It's very nice. Thomas, thank you very much. What color is James's horse? Also, what's on his shield? Can we see his S word? Praise wheel. Well, his shield has a Pegasus on it. No, yeah, that's right.
Unicorn.
Pegasus, right? It's a Pegasus.
Oh, is that is? I thought it was a unicorn.
No.
It's a horse, just a regular horse.
So the inspiration, it's a little bit of a backstory, but super quick. The horse is inspired by the chess piece, the knight's horse. The
Knight's
horse.
What? Did you say the knight's? Oh, the knight apostrophe S. His horse. Understood.
So anyone who plays chess, that's the piece on the board that represents the knight. They call it the knight. My dad had a business when I was a kid, and he used it as his logo, and it always stuck with me. I just loved the logo. So when it was my time to make a company, I wanted to sort of do a sort of a tribute to that. So that's where the logo came from. And I've got a really good friend who's a professional graphic designer who made the first logo, and then I asked him to sort of evolve it, and he's made the new logo. We're hoping that the round, it works better on socials. It works better on it's more flexible in terms of its use. So that was the evolution there, and then we just we've updated the text for a number of reasons. So it can
the shield was nice, but this is a lot more usable. It's
this
very
looks
nice.
Great. Yeah,
good evolution. And then RC Patina guy, thank you. Can people make suggestions as to what RC vehicle files can be should be available? For example, Red Cat COE. I think he's got a vested interest in making that happen.
Yeah, look, we get requests all the time for stuff. And what basically happens is, if it's something I'm passionate about, it's sort of, I'm either already working on it or it's an easy yes. I always say I don't officially do commissions, but if I see a pattern of people asking for stuff on the regular from a number of different people, then it feels like this is something that's missing that people want.
I love that you still have the Prairie Wolf body.
I saw that
there.
Yeah.
Can you even buy that body anymore?
You would be. So I had this thing where I'm like, I'm going to discontinue the stuff because the kit's discontinued. And the minute I do that, I get an email. Hey, I've just bought a thingy and I need to get a thing. Can you? So the new rule is nothing gets discontinued unless it's a license thing that I can no longer do because I no longer have the license. That would be the only sort of thing where, because I play with cars that are 40 years old. So I still like cars if I can get them.
Yeah. I know it's a complete segue, but you do have a very good collection of vintage buggies.
Which look at like this model here. When this popped up on social media, when you initially did this, James, I was just like, that is ridiculous, and I kind of like it. Like,
yeah, I love it.
A 3D printed battery pack setup. Now, I remember that you have? How did you do the lettering and stuff?
So the graphics are done by a fellow on it's actually, I think I quoted in the description.
Cesar Vallejos Enriquez.
He did. So this is a whole, I know, Josh, this isn't your thing. Matt will know what I'm talking about, so just forgive me for just 2 seconds. But these are the batteries you had to have back in the day, right? And they won world championships. And if you're doing a resto build and you want it to be period correct, you want these batteries, and they have to go in it because the car's not finished until it's got the battery in it, even if you're not running it, right? So he came up with the exactly correct yellow shrink wrap, and he did the graphics. So he sells that as a kit, but then you had to buy the battery. You had to find a battery. Those sub C cells, you can get them, but basically you're dealing with old batteries that aren't environmentally great, and they're not really, there's a whole bunch of issues with it. So I was like, well, I'll take his wrap and I'll make my own 3D printed thing. It's lighter, so you don't, if you just put your car on its wheels, you don't have to weight at the back, squishing your vintage tires. And you can do lots of them because it can take a while to find enough cells and solder them up. And if it's just sitting on your shelf, do you really need to do that?
You don't need to do that.
There's purists that will say yes. Don't get me wrong. I've got them on a couple of my cars. But for the other 10 cars I want before, this is good enough.
Absolutely. I thought this was so cool when I saw you do it. I was like,
it's great.
That was such. I just did you've got, all the filtering stuff at the top. I went, $1.99 parts and all the parts you can get for that.
There's some good stuff in there for $1.99.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tons of great, like you said, 100 options now, but your Shapeways was such a stacked database of stuff. Your My Mini Factory, no different. Is there anything that you've had to think differently on going with this print your own version rather than the Shapeways SLS type printers? And are you taking or not taking and porting over some of the old files just because of the difference in manufacturing?
Yeah, it's a good point. For those who don't know, like Shapeways, because we did most stuff in nylon, which was basically in a powder bed, you didn't have to worry about supports, which was great. And then the wall thickness, you tried to minimize it because you were literally paying and how much material you used. That's how they would charge you what the part would cost. And I was always trying to strip it out and make the wall thickness as thin as possible. With FDM printing, you don't need to worry about that stuff. So most parts moving forward are just designed specifically for FDM. The legacy parts will still work on an FDM, but you have to be much more, in most cases, you have to be much more careful about how you orientate on the print bed to print them properly. Where possible, we've updated it. But for the most part, most of them have come across. It's just, you get some anomalies. Like the water tank you just showed.
Yes.
That was designed for SLS. There's a hole in the top, so all the powder runs out. But if you want to print that properly on an FDM, I recommend set it up so you print it with the support structure inside, which you can never get out. So you can't actually use it for water tank, but
Chris with a K wants to know if you've ever done any parts for the RC four-wheel drive Tacoma body.
Let's check.
Well, not
up yet. Okay.
Sorry. You could. There was a roof rack custom designed. I think Matt and I both went through the journey of we were so excited to get that body, and then we unboxed it. It was a little narrow, maybe.
A little. Oh my gosh.
I did do a custom build on it since in my Instagram feed like 5 years ago. I did a roof rack for it. It was actually a really great body. So I had light buckets. Never made an interior, but one of our interiors can be scaled to fit. That's the other point. We've had lots of people take our interiors, and it may not be for a specific body, but just reducing it slightly, then bolt straight up to something different. So you're able to do that with 3D printing as well, which is another aspect to the whole thing that many are already doing, and it's really easy to do if you want to try it.
Yeah, I had your Toyota SR7 interior, something like that, like old honcho body or something along those lines.
Yeah,
I had the bench seat from that, and I used it in a Power Wagon interior that I sold the cage width of, and in that I had your seat that I modified. And I tell you what, I get more people being like, "Hey, I got the interior. I really want the bench seat though that you use." I'm like, I can't give you that.
That's not. No,
that's Jim's. That's Jimmy Knight's. Yeah, I mean, once you get to the point that even you've just got into 3D printing, you can have these files that you've bought from him before. You can modify, scale them around to fit other custom builds as well.
Yeah.
LSK wants you to do XJ parts.
So we're still looking at, it takes us, especially down here, down under, it takes us a little longer to get some stuff. That new Proline XJ body, I believe, is the same as the old Axial XJ body, but detailed differently. We did a bunch of parts for the XJ body that we haven't checked yet that they poured over, but if anyone wants to do that,
you should put those Axial parts back up.
Yeah, they're coming. That was our one of
Cable tie, thank you. Can you design a Cutter, Mike, or Rick model? I don't see a lot of RC four-wheel drive compatible stuff on your site, or am I just not seeing it?
We've done a lot of 500. We've got a number of RC four-wheel drive parts that's not uploaded yet. I guess it's a good point to talk about some of the heads. I don't know if you can see that, but
yeah, that's Buff Man, right?
Yeah, one comment earlier in the week on somebody's live stream was they didn't want a Matt or Josh head. And thank you guys so much for being such good sports. And letting me
They didn't want what?
What?
I am shocked.
So
They want them, but just to print them and let them roll around in the bed.
yeah, there is generic bearded dude, which some people say looks a little bit like Dan from Vanquish, for those who knows Dan.
Yeah, that does look a little bit like him. Yeah.
You see that? Okay.
That's lovely.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
generic.
that looks a bit like Dan. Yeah, I can see that.
Somewhat.
And then there's generic non-bearded dude.
Okay.
Strong jaw.
Actually,
that's a very strong job.
Prototype where I was trying to get Josh's likeness right because he was refusing to give me a scan, and I never quite got there. So it's almost Josh. Strong jawline. Then we've got, you guys have all seen, Haley has been such a good sport. She's come on board, so we've got the Haley head.
Yeah, lovely.
With a hat, without a hat, with shorter hair because of the seat clearance and so forth. And then this is Handsome Rob. Some might get the reference to a movie of a guy who didn't have hair, but anyway, it's a Jason Statham joke. But
okay,
it's just a generic handsome dude. He fits in one of our two. And because we'll do just headsets that are all interchangeable. So that, if you want to put Matt's head on Haley's body, and that's your thing. Sorry, Matt.
That's fine. Oh, 10 o'clock. That's time for you to go, James. Thanks very much.
So we've got girls, we've got guys, we've got girl guys, we've got beards, no beards. We're trying to be as inclusive as possible, and you can.
That's great.
That's any color you want.
That's amazing. Very good, very good, James. That's great. I love it. Patina guy, thank you. Requests from the RC lowrider community incoming. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm sure that's going to be a big one for you too.
Yes,
at some point in the future.
This
maybe.
is a great looking site, and up till now, my mini factory, obviously, and you imagine as it's becoming or kind of transitioning. It's such a great platform for creators who are trying to put their stuff up on a site to gain exposure and things like that. And I think they're going to do great things for the community, and especially people who don't want to build a website, because I can tell you put a lot of work into this already.
Yeah,
and it looks fantastic.
It looks really good.
I think that there's a good crossover point where you've built such a name and community already for yourself that having your own stand-up site is fantastic. You can control everything, your look and feel, the whole thing. It's Knight Customs branded from the start. It's fantastic. So seeing you take it to your own way where you can control everything for yourself, especially like the features that you would just never be able to add, the commercial branding, the ability to find somebody that will print things for you, that's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course we wish you all the best of luck and success, because we don't really need to. It's going to be huge. It's going to be really great for you.
It's hard saying nice things to your friends. I mean, I'm so much better at saying.
Yeah, it's going to fail. You suck.
See you in 3 weeks, Matt. See you in 3 weeks.
This is not me talking. That's Josh talking about you.
You didn't want to see the dudes.
Yeah, man, they are so good.
Want to see a close up? They'll be by the fire.
Now,
I cannot believe how nice they look
on social media. Is that the body panel set that you've got there on that set in front of you?
Oh yeah.
And I just saw that here on the site as well.
Yeah.
So that, what did you call this? I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to
Punisher, because you're going to punish it.
The Punisher.
So it's got
some Punisher logos on it.
I mean, you guys did an amazing job with this rig, but it's also a lot of people have come up with a lot of updates for us.
Oh yeah.
The first thing we want to do is fill that void with a scale engine.
Yeah, there.
That led to, well, you got a scale engine, but you don't want to cover that up. Why are you spending all this time on it? So then we designed a cover that has a grate in it so you can see it, and moved, and then did a couple of them. It also works with the stock grill and panels, so you don't have to print everything up. So we just did a slightly different couple of variants. We put this is exactly like the stock grill, but it's got a grate behind it that matches the grate on the top, and then we've got
nice.
5-slot and a 3-slot because Brandon loves that hexagonal thing. So it's a little tribute to Brandon.
Yes, he does.
And then we just took, we just trimmed the sides a little bit to tuck into. These are basically identical to the stock panel. So this hood works with stock panel, stock grill, but it just gives you a little bit more of it's tighter tuck in.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks fantastic.
And you can run the grip.
It looks a lot better than what Vanquish came up with. So
No,
good.
No, just different.
Right, different, but also better.
Yeah. And you got the working KC style lights. That's kind of cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
These are all great things that I'll probably be doing on my build off that Josh will have to get at some point.
Yeah,
Did you hear about what we're doing there, James? Probably not. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, not really. I think H10 build off, if I just understood what you just said.
Yes, pretty much. But we're doing the wheel, the
wheel.
We're doing the wheel again. And on this one, there is one where we have to send each other our trucks. It's like swap
trucks.
So you'll be swapping every week then if Josh is as good as he was last time with the wheel.
we're removing the options this time after each gets hit.
Gone. So there's no do-overs, thankfully.
Yeah, because that could happen every week otherwise.
Yeah. These are nice looking parts though, James. This is really great stuff.
Yeah, you should do this professionally, man.
Yeah. Have you considered making your own website?
Steps, right?
Yeah.
No, it's still a hobby, still something I do on the side. This just was the next evolution for me to just learn a bunch of stuff, do more stuff. It's been a crazy ride, like I said. I'm incredibly nervous about this because I've always just relied on other people's platforms. When it's your own platform, then it's a whole nother. Josh would know because I know you've done a lot with the website, and Matt, you run a forum, so same thing. But it's all new to me, so that's exciting, but also a little scary.
Yeah, it can be, but I think anymore the platforms that are available to us and the one that you used here to build this, I think you and I are running the same platform now, and it does such a good job, and you made the whole site look, consistent with your brand.
So consistent, yeah. It really fits you, James. You did a really nice
does.
job.
So right. I think that everything's just going to go so smoothly. I think you'll kind of, nobody can imagine will be able to come after you in this same type of model that you've kind of set yourself up for here with this.
Well, because you've got so many files. You've got so many files. You've got the benefit of having an established name and brand, and you've also kind of built it in such a way that you really invite others to sort of participate and become part of the network, the people that can print for others, that's such a brilliant idea. It's really, really smart. Apparently though, the Punisher set is missing some files. So maybe.
Yeah, I saw that. Thanks, Josh. Look, guys, like I said, it's new and we're still learning. So if you find any issues with anything, spelling mistakes or missing part files, email info@nightcustoms.com. I'll get on it as soon as I can, get it updated. The great thing is that if I've missed something, I can upload it and then you re-upload it and you'll re-download it and we'll get the updated file. So you can go back,
there you go.
Re-download it. Once you've bought it, it's there for you to download as many times as you need to if you lose it or
and this is one thing I said to James when I was going through this and kind of like QCing it. I'm terrible. I download and they just go into my downloads folder and then I regularly purge that folder. Sometimes I forget that I had something in there that I wanted to print again. And then I'm like, dang it. But knowing that I can just go on there and re-download it because it's part of my library is just fantastic.
Ben Osborne, thank you very much. Okay, I'm sold. What printer do I buy? Reasonable price. Also, I'm not a computer guy. I'm a truck driver. Oh, you're so in luck these days.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, obviously. I think all three of us here now are running bamboo printers of some sort.
Baby.
And the biggest benefit is that, well, for one, bamboo makes it so easy to start. You don't have to do the tuning and things like that. But along with that as well, James is setting up the stuff so you don't have to even set it up. You're just going to open it up in there and then hit print, which, other than maybe selecting filament, you said you're suggesting matte PLA.
So in the file, it tells you if it's PLA matte, and that's what you load in. and then you're good to go. And the slicer already knows that. So as long as you don't change that and you match, that's the only thing you have to worry about. Is that I put the right PLA in for what the printer file's saying. And the print
It's not me either. It's Matt, M-A-T-T.
Yeah, I know. I get a giggle every time I type it. So Bamboo, hands down. The A1 is $200 in the US. It's a great place to start. Our files, I think, because the print bed's different, you'd have to, and some of our files
check
won't.
the size. Yeah.
So if
I'd say the 1S is probably.
Yeah, that would be my Reco. It's a little bit more expensive, but you get a lot more for the money, and you can upgrade it, but you don't really need to.
Yeah.
And by the way, just quick plug, we'll be giving away 4 A1 Bamboo Lab printers at By the Fire.
Whoa,
That's pretty awesome.
3 from R10, and then 1 we've donated to Proline to give away as part of the attempt. So if you don't have a printer, there's
amazing.
4 chances just from us to be able to win one and get started.
And Ben's
And there's
truck driver, so
only-
you can make it there. Just come on.
Yeah,
over.
there's only 5 people going. 2 of them are Josh and I, so you're guaranteed to win a printer.
And they're not allowed to enter. So
Not a guarantee.
That
Safety
they've
third.
never made it easier. It's absolutely the way to go. And even if you get the A1 for $200, and you have to learn a little bit about rearranging files, you're still so far ahead of anywhere that we used to have to start in the past. So
Oh my god.
you'll be absolutely fine no matter your budget in that setup.
So
and
many
just-
headaches.
I wouldn't even don't be nervous about it. It's easier than learning to solder or paint or
build with styrene. That's for
build
sure.
with styrene. You will absolutely be fine.
Yeah.
And part of
Safety
it's just
third, thank you.
seeing the file as soon as it's such it's quite intuitive. Once you see how the file's set up once or twice, you get it. I want the cosmetics thing to be on the top, the side you don't see on the bottom. That's what make sure I've got supports on. It's quite quick to pick up. And I wouldn't say I'm an expert printer, but I'm pretty proficient. And there's some simple tricks that you apply to everything.
Safety third, thank you. So this is James Knight. I thought he was the Western Wheeler dealer guy. Turk and his dog, what's his name? Jerps. Oh God, you have to be very on this show to understand most of those jokes.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, we've hung out. We're definitely 2 different people. I don't know about Weston Wheeler. I know the name, but I don't know if we've met.
Oh,
He's from Wyoming.
he's a great guy.
Oh.
He's. I thought he was. Never mind. He's from Nevada. They have a West Desert there, don't they? Anyway, have a link for Night Customs. It's Night Customs.
You
and
almost had it.
in the
You almost
description.
just added .com and Axe and S.
It's in the description on my side. I'm sure it's not on Josh's though, because he doesn't do that very well.
I did not. You're right. But you had it. You were
So close.
You were right there.
So close.
Um,
Lots of nice comments. Will the files run on a Mac? Well,
Yes.
yes, because STLs and G codes are not OS dependent. They are just a file format, and the slicer that you're using, 99% of them I think are both Mac and PC. So
I'm a Mac guy.
I run a Mac.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I run both. I'm constantly between Mac. I run PC in here. I run Mac over there. I run Mac and PC at work on the same desk. So you're set on the 3D printing side these days. You didn't always used to be.
Yeah.
No concern anymore.
I mean, it's even easier, isn't it? Because it's just like a 2D printer is. The printer driver drives whatever machine you've got. You don't need a lot of horsepower. You just need, like you said,
I will argue all day long that 3D printers are so much better than 2D printers these days. Regular printers, still, you can never get them to work. Good freaking luck. Find a driver. Impossible.
Yeah, PC load letter. Am I right, guys?
You download the software to the printer, which is the slicer we call it, and as soon as that's it. That's all you need, and the connection to your printer.
Yeah,
a Wi-Fi
And
connection.
Bamboo makes it even easier because it's all Wi-Fi. There's nothing to hard connect to the actual printer.
Now, have you checked, James? Have you downloaded any of your files and tried to do them from your phone?
I've never done it from my phone. I've had things preloaded that I've done.
A lot of people are printing things right from their phone now, and being that you have things so set up, I just wonder if it's a possibility. Because I mean I know I have some friends that they're like, hey, like, okay, I'll consider getting a 3D printer now. Can I run it from my phone? I'm like,
I wish you wouldn't, but probably.
But some of these, like, it sounds like, you know, if anybody is close, you are absolutely the closest to be able to do
Might
that.
might be something you should look into.
Yeah,
Killer Tech here got an A1 Mini printing trail runner light buckets on it right now via the new site. Thank you for all the effort. This is amazing.
Real
Look at
time.
that. It's your first customer.
That, yeah, right here. This, I wasn't saying any names. I wasn't saying any names.
Is that Frank? That's Frank, right?
He's like, all right, I'll consider it. Can I do it from my phone? I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah. Do people know your day job? Some of my kids' toys for Christmas was designed by James. Isn't that amazing?
Did Chris? Did you buy your kids the Gotta Go flamingo or the turtle?
Turtle. I still can't believe we got that through legal. Like, we were joking and we said we'll call it the turtle. TURD.
Oh no.
And no, it just one of those, like, it's so hard to name toys. You wouldn't believe it's the hardest part of the job is naming the toy. The amount of legal things it has to clear in every country, and 100 people look at it, and everyone's got like, and that one just sailed through. This is my RC room, so there we go.
Uh-oh, gotta go.
Oh, God.
It's a real pooping flamingo.
That's brilliant. Love it.
That's so great. Yes, that's what James does for a real job.
I'm a professional toy designer. I'm actually in management. That means I don't actually design. Somebody asked in the thread, I was trained as a designer. I love toys. I fell into it, became a profession and a great source of income. I've worked for Lego. I worked for Hot Wheels, Mattel. I've worked for Spin Master, Bakugan, Tech Deck. I used to grow up skateboarding. That's been great. Did a little bit with Steph Curry as a little startup. It was a fun distraction. Then I did the princess dolls with for Hasbro and from Disney, like Frozen and know all my princesses. And now I work for Moose Toys in Australia. And so Gotta Glow Flamingo, we've got the Magic Cauldron, Magic Mixie's Magic Cauldron, which is an amazing toy. It was Toy of the Year. The team did a phenomenal job. But I'm in management. That means my day job is spreadsheets, meetings. I had 5 meetings before I came to this meeting.
Oh my gosh.
We have amazing creative teams. They do the creative stuff. So really, Night Customs for me is my creative outlet because I love to design, but my day job, we have people better than me that do that, and we have like 100 of them. So I get to make sure that we've got a roof over the thing, and everyone's got their budgets and their plans, and we're making decisions, and everyone's sticking to the decisions. So it's much more of an administrator role. Although I get to creatively weigh on if we like names or not. That's fun. Fun job.
Can we make the flamingo poops bigger? I feel like that was.
Well, listen, we're trying to sell more of these in America. Can we?
Well, we gotta make these American-sized poops.
I don't think it's a trade secret, but we have this sort of joke in the office, which, these guys, they're amazingly talented designers. They come in, they have this amazing toy, and it's sort of a little bit. There's a group of us that review everything, and it is a group. It's quite a big group. And there's always the saying, which like doesn't matter how good the toy is, the person comes in or the team, and we go, it just needs like one more thing, and the poor person's like, God damn it. So I think the flamingo didn't start by pooping. It was just this cool singing flamingo with this wobbly neck, and somebody said, it wasn't me, like it just needs one more thing, and the guys come back, it's gonna poop. What do you guys? It's gonna poop, and we're like, and it's magic poop. So everyone knows you feed it sherbet powder, and it comes out as a rainbow poop. They're available on Amazon. If you haven't got one, get one. And as Josh kindly said last year, if you bring it to By the Fire, I'll sign it for you. And as long as you know it's not Clint, we'll be fine.
Yeah, Clint brought one to PLBTF for James to sign. Oh, it was so worth it.
That's awesome.
James came and stopped by the shop before Proline and told us about it, and I bought it on Amazon while we were sitting in the office. Like next day delivery.
That's so good.
Nicole had asked, will your birthday be hosted by thousands of people again?
Yeah, thanks, Nicole. That was yeah, you definitely
He has a memory for these
You
things.
married up. Is that the expression? Same here.
Yeah.
I think we all married up. That's why we're happily married and making RC cars. But,
That's true.
yeah, it's my birthday trip. So for those who don't know, my birthday's in September. My wife says, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I want to go play in the dirt in California." So I get, I get 3 of all my sort of family duties and get to go play with my friends in the dirt. So we'll look forward to that. That'll be fun.
Absolutely.
What day is your birthday exactly?
Let's
I
see.
don't know if I want to.
Oh, come on. It doesn't matter.
17th of September. So
Can't
it's,
make any more
I
fun.
will have it 17th and by the first 22nd.
Oh, yeah, right.
19th, 21st.
Yeah. Mine's the 24th, so I'm flying home on my birthday.
Nice. All right. Well, we can sing each other happy birthday. Josh, you just had yours, Axel Fest.
I had mine at Axial Fest. So yeah.
Embarrassed you, yeah.
Yeah.
You and Lee from RC Car. That was a fun video to watch.
Yep. There's nothing more embarrassing, so I'm glad that we get to return that favor.
My favorite video of yours, Josh, was when you were at A-Main for the influencers get together.
Let's not talk about it.
That picture's amazing.
Saying is required for the night customs raffle.
I'm gonna need Nicole's help again because the raffles are always difficult because you've got like 50 people and only one of them is going to be happy and 49 are going to be not happy.
Yeah.
So I said, Nicole, can I borrow you because I need someone that no one's going to get mad at when they don't win. And she did a great job. And she didn't just pull the thing; she riled the crowd up and got everyone to sing me happy birthday. And then we pulled.
This is Nicole we're talking about.
This is Nicole.
She does it. See, she'll do it for him. For me,
no. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like she puts more effort into everybody else other than Josh. It's great
because I take all the effort normally. It's a lot of effort just to be around me.
Yeah, yes. Having spent some reasonable amount of time with you, yes.
Brandon was saying that he goes, I don't think I've really ever spent any time with Matt before.
No, not really. I mean, we've done like trail runs at Axial Fest together, and
that was what he thought. He's like, maybe at early Axial Fest.
Yeah, 2016, 2017, 2018.
So, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so there you go.
Well, that's fine. Now we'll be sharing a domicile.
Yeah.
Together.
Maybe you'll stay quite a while.
Are you doing a Robin Reliant racing?
Banger racing?
Yes, banger racing. Yeah, 100%. Oh,
what do you bring into Pro Line by the Fire, James?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We got time?
Yeah.
So
yeah. We got nothing else to do.
So we got. I just don't want to, I want to ruin your show.
You could not ruin it anymore.
Don't worry.
It's plenty ruined.
So it's a Western theme this year, and we're completely ignoring that. So we're not doing anything Western. We're going to do Year of the Driver. So everyone's seen we've got all these drivers that have been coming out. I've been sort of stop loading everything for the launch of the new site. So we've got the you've seen the optic one. So you'll be able to see. The goal is if I can get if I can get a H10 in time, they'll put this in my H10 and actually drive it. But there's been a bit of a problem getting it to Australia, so I might just buy one when I get there. And so I have the H10. We've got the we have all these little cool displays where you'll be able to scan the QR code.
Oh, nice!
Oh, sick! That's awesome.
So for those of you who asked, the optic comes as a working and a non-working. This is the single seater non-working version, where it's just a figure. So essentially, just a higher detailed version of what you already get at stock, but then you can customize your head and do a bunch of stuff, which is cool. I have the working one.
Can I put my head on that one?
What? Yeah, you can
head on that one. Okay.
Change. Yeah, I've tried to roughly make them the same size. Roughly depends on, This is cool. He says, that's self-promoting. I'm sorry, but So you've seen this on his. Oh, I have to go left.
My wife would be so mad right now. I don't even know that lady.
Send me a scan of Rebecca and we'll make it happen. It'll be fine. She'll be fine, right? So
She looks exactly like Haley, just brown hair.
Well, then it's Haley. I've got this cool like little way to make
Yikes.
You have to reverse one of those servos.
Yeah. You can do all that. So I'm busy trying to make them all so that they will move when you can see them. We've got like his handsome Rob in the single seat version. So one of the suggestions we got was, okay, if you're building a custom build, you just want a seat and a setup so I can make it work. This will do that. There's different seat styles. So this is for the axles. I should have said that CJ7, which we've not get. So it's in development. We're still you can't buy this yet, but it'll hopefully be available as soon as we get a C7 to put it in. This has got this is similar to the stock seat, but the stock seat isn't quite big enough to be truly scaled for the vehicle.
Yes.
Travis designed it. He did an amazing job. But when you actually start, Matt helped me. Like when we try to get the figure the right size, we realized the seat wasn't quite big enough. So we did our own version, sort of a little bit more detail, a little bit, and Matt's got it there. So you can see the stock seat
Bottom there.
Jesus, Matt.
Whoopsie.
bottom.
Missing a transmission. For now.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 different styles of seat. The figures all fit in them. They all can move or not move. They can be put in a number of different vehicles. We'll have them all laid out so you can look. And then we might do a fun, lucky, like give a head thing because we've got now like hundreds of heads from all the tests.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with how you
don't word it quite like that.
Word it differently.
Say anything else.
Just you
mix up those words a little bit
more.
I just demonetized the thread.
Oh no, we're not worried about that either. That's happened long ago.
Yeah. All right.
There's a surprise. Oh, that's a good suggestion.
Yep.
I'll change the subject. So this is the Dakar. I haven't figured out what the name is. Dakar something.
Looks a lot like a Land Rover, but it's not.
Or you may be similar.
Similar.
Currently, 100%. When we finish with it, something different. But the goal for this is we've got the body the right size. Now it's everything else. So it needs a full interior, full roll cage engine.
What chassis is that? Is that
so this is a proposed new class for everybody where, if you don't like one IFS, then add another one and it fixes it.
Yes, that's it exactly. Yes.
Keep going. So this is a short wheelbase, lowered IFS2 platform. So it is an Element like derived platform. Trying to convince Element to build it. We'll see how that goes. Future release TBD. But it's just a really great, so you've got that sort of Dakar, go fast, lower rally, but then also can rock crawl. So like Trax has tried it with the Telluride, thank you. It didn't look quite scale enough, and it performed. But this is sort of another go at if I did it, how would I do it a little differently? And Element have the new IFS2 I love, and so if you love something,
yes, Josh also loves it.
Yeah, it works really well.
So I got 21 days before I get on a plane, and that's as far as I've got, and hopefully it'll be finished by the time I get to Proline so everyone can look at it.
Cool. Can't wait to see it.
Deadlines. Everyone needs a deadline, right?
Chris said he'll race it at BTF. Chris, I don't think you know the courses that you set up and what cars are good for those courses.
Yeah,
that
he didn't say he's going to go race it on the little rally stage. I think that's what he's talking about.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That seems more reasonable.
Be perfect for that.
Yeah.
James, I printed out one of your skids in this PPA CF. This filament is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that's the other thing that there's always this thing of filament, get the cheapest filament. But really, you want to get good filament, because if you don't get good filament, you waste a bunch of filament. The difference good filament makes, the difference dry filament makes, if you're in a humid environment, And sort of shameless plug, although I'm not affiliated in any way, the X1 bamboo carbon has a built-in dryer. So if your filament isn't printing right, you just stick it in there for 12 hours. It's like a little oven, heats it up, dries it out. And the difference, you can see it in some of our posts, the difference dry filament from wet filament makes in quality of print is amazing. Bamboo filament isn't cheap, but it comes with an RFID tag. So the printer knows what filament you've got in it. It tells you when it's running out. It can automatically switch over if you've got the AMS, which just makes it even easier. Like, it's one of those things, the more you pay with bamboo, the easier and better the experience is. You're not buying things that are like status. They're actually just makes it makes it even more turnkey. And bamboo mat, I have found, bamboo mat is
You should name that driver.
you should, yeah, just because it's matte and not gloss or semi-gloss, the print quality is unbelievable because it doesn't have that shininess to it. So for things like, especially figures where you don't want to be shiny, they just come out so good. Like, I keep pinching myself that these things they're not even printed on the finest resolution of bamboo. This is a 0.16 and it can go to 0.18, and that's with the 0.4 nozzle. And you don't even need to worry about any of this with bamboo, because it used to be, oh, you got the wrong nozzle. Like, the stock nozzle does that, and that's like the stock setting that I put in all the prints if you buy our stuff. And you can only get, so it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Like James was saying, one of the rolls from bamboo, a little RFID tag in here, and it can tell how full or empty it is no matter when you put it in. Like, you don't have to like reset it. It can just tell by the speed that it spins after a known distance how many times it goes around. Calculate how full or empty your spool is. And like James talking about with sister tooling or sister spools, you say that you have two spools that are the exact same in there. And if one runs out, it'll just switch to the next and keep printing. So it doesn't sit overnight or waste a print, anything like that. It is super handy.
Yeah. The level of features on that printer, like it detects, because it's got a camera, if you get spaghetti. And anyone who's got any experience in 3D printing knows the worst thing is you set something to print, you go away, you come back, and there's just a big ball of spaghetti because it missed something and it kept going, and you lost half a roll of filament and you got a terrible print. And so it's got all these features in it where it uses this technology to make the experience like easier and better and quicker. So I can talk about I should work for bamboo because I could talk about
I feel like they don't need any. They've already got the poop system figured out, James, so I don't think there's a place for you there.
I feel like there's an opportunity for a sticker on the side of this printer.
Oops, I filled the poop chute.
Well, now everyone needs to go flamingo poop chute. I'll just talk to my employer and see if I can get the license for that. We can print that to the back of the bamboo.
Make that chute come around and just sit on the side there. Just
sings a little song.
Gotta go.
The feature I didn't know about the Gotta Go Flamingo when we got it is that it mocks you and just repeats everything you say while shimmying at you. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think, did we cover everything? Is there anything else you want to do? A shout out or
it'd be great to obviously want to shout out you two for everything you guys do. It's unbelievable, and it's great to come on here and talk about what we're doing. So I really appreciate that. And everyone that has supported Night Customs, you guys make it what it is. I can't do it without you, and it's really rewarding as a creative to know that the stuff you make is appreciated by people. So I love that. And like I said earlier, the site's very new. We're still updating and getting things tuned in. If you find any issues, let me know. But we've also got a bunch of things planned to add to the site over time that you'll see, which I think will just make it an even better experience. If you're into 3D printing or you want to get into 3D printing, to come to the site and learn more.
Yep. Go check out nightcustoms.com. Super excited to see it, James. Congratulations. Congratulations on the new launch. I think that
this is a big deal.
It's going to do
Thank
fantastic.
you so much for sharing it with us tonight as well too. It's an honor to talk to you, and I cannot wait to see you. It's going to be
awesome. It's going to be a good time. Can't wait. Thank you, guys.
Rideworks Inc.
Do I get a piece of that $2 if I say that? I'm just asking.
I will buy you a beer.
Yeah, you can. We'll buy you a Starbucks.
All right, Buck Dandy for president.
You made Carl's day.
Thank you so
James,
much for joining us,
Thank
James.
you again.
Thank you, guys.
We're looking forward to seeing you here in just a few
See you
short
in, like,
weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
21 days. Well, 22.
gotta get some stuff done. Yeah, you get
Oof.
a day back.
You guys.
See you, James.
Thanks, James.
That site looks fantastic. He did a great job with that.
It's very exciting stuff, and I love that it's all in one place.
Yeah,
'Cause even no, My Mini Factory is great. It's excellent. Umagine's great. It's excellent. But for him to kind of go off and do this on his own, I think is a huge step for him. But it's a step in the right direction for him as well.
I think so too. He's built that audience up that he can easily support that. And I think that it makes total sense. I think that the biggest thing it will end up being that commercial licensing type thing, people being able to print for him controlling who is doing that. Like that's going to be pretty awesome. I think that's what's going to really do super well, let alone just normal ability for him to sell his files.
And to be on the list and be like a licensed Jimmy Knight producer. That's a cool thing.
Man, I'm telling you guys, if you ever, it is no small task to do work for people, if you wanted to be somebody who printed things and sell, it's going to be a little bit of work. You got to answer customer questions. You got to do it. You got to ship it, things like that. But if you ever wanted a way to make your 3D printer work for you, or you want a 3D printer bad enough and you just need a way to make it happen.
Who does 3D printer work for?
It's a great way to go. So I think that's
100%.
That's going to be awesome.
Good on him. That's
I'm
great.
glad he's coming to Proline. I asked him just the other day.
Yeah.
Coming to Proline? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, for one,
you don't talk to him enough. James and I talk every day. Not every day. Most days. Lots of days. Once or twice a week.
Bi-monthly at least. So
twice last year.
Yeah.
What I also love is he's still here in the background.
We get to see him in this little thing below.
Yeah, there's a little tiny box. Yeah, he's giving us I'm gonna
Can I share the tab that we're showing to show people what we see?
Oh, I wonder if you can.
I'm checking.
Try it. See if you can do that.
Nope. Won't let me do it.
Nuts. Oh well. That's too bad.
But
this episode was one of your best so far. Episode 6.
Missed a super chat.
Did you?
You're back to Harold. Josh, how do you get everyone to leave on the day? Yeah, liars. You see events. Now, I will say, not my favorite thing to have a birthday at an event, which I think is why Nicole being like, "Hey, isn't?
Hey, it's your birthday, stupid."
Hey, let's make a bunch of people make you embarrassed.
It doesn't take a bunch. I think it requires very few for you, I believe.
Yeah, I get embarrassed quite easily, actually. That's.
I cannot wait for Las Vegas.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, absolutely, it's going to be fun. A little bit of housekeeping business. When are we starting this optic?
Oh yeah.
Well,
now that I have the truck, I got to start doing some printing. I don't know. We got to spin a wheel. Do you want to start next week?
When do we spin the wheel? Do we spin the wheel this week, or do we spin the wheel next week?
I guess we have to spin the wheel before we start, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. So let's do it next week. I don't feel like I can.
Okay.
I don't think I can.
Let's do a test spin again.
Okay. Test spin. I'm fine with that. I feel like I'm getting all the bad luck out now. All right.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works.
Now, I was going over this in close ad. Let me make this stupid thing get bigger again.
Isn't there like a full screen thingy?
Was there? I don't remember. Full screen.
This is a different wheel.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Or they've updated the wheel.
This is the same. I didn't close it.
Clothes. What is change clothes?
You had to change the livery. There it goes. The
right.
one that I didn't remember was, what the hell did BBW mean? Not the audience. I don't need you to answer. Do you
What does that mean?
What we decided that meant? Because I don't remember what it meant.
I think that was that add weight?
That would have made sense.
I think that's what that one is. Yeah.
Okay.
Adam Tebben was right too. Yeah.
Built
by wife. No, that's already on there.
Yeah.
But we called it Ask the Wife.
Nope, that was a different
Ask
one.
the Wife.
Nope, that was, you have to ask them what your
wife installs part. Oh my god.
Yeah, and has to be filmed.
I hope I don't land on that because Rebecca will never agree to doing that.
It's gonna be a short week that week.
Yeah, come on.
Slap this sticker on.
Come on.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Almost my birthday.
Oh God. This is the scariest wheel ever.
I know, it's absolutely terrifying.
No, Al,
Okay.
I didn't take any notes. I should have. Have you told Rebecca this is a possibility yet? No.
No. I haven't told Nicole either. She was in here earlier. I guarantee she's not watching now. Okay. Here we go. This is for you. You're going first.
This is for me this time. Okay. All
Yep.
right.
This would be fake spin,
Just a
practice spin, test. Just for the record.
Oh shit! Of course.
Oh, that was a good one.
Wow. Will it steer? What is will it steer again?
That was that you just had to do something with steering that week. You had to,
I love that there's like cheering in the background.
Yeah. Like that shouldn't be. We should get to choose if it's a cheering spin or not. Like,
Oh.
my spin, fake practice spin
Fake
only
practice
does
spin.
not count. Okay, I'm fine with that. I
fine.
could
That's fine.
easily deal with that.
Look at that.
I like that it has remove right there. Did we determine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Oh, wait, no, we determined that we were removing it no matter what. That's why we had added that many.
That's
Therefore, we only trade trucks once.
Oh, that shit. Put another one in there.
No.
Because you're like, nope, I'm not taking that back. That's
Now, it's not guaranteed to happen. We never know when. This is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Oh, that means only one of us is going to have the wife install parts too.
right. Yeah. This wheel is nothing but cons.
Oh, no.
But it is guaranteed.
Is it? I think we said 8 weeks, so we need 16 places.
Oh, that's
1, 2,
8 weeks
3,
and there's
4,
16 places. No, there's 20 places.
24 places.
Okay, so there could be things that we don't get.
There is, well, yeah, there's one that says spin twice, or 2 more spins, so that's technically 3. So 16, that takes it to 18. But woo, be spicy.
This is a stupid build-off.
Okay, a couple of other things now. If we land on the, say, switch trucks, That's for the week. So do we have to switch trucks before we do that week's activities? Right?
Yes. So like we spin and then we ship.
Yeah. And then we get to do the rest. There may be times where we have to wait a week to get this. This will be in flux. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's not going to be 8 weeks. It's going to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, because we're also going to be in Vegas,
a lot of
Berlin,
trips, and I'll be on vacation for a week.
Yep. So, oh my God.
No, people, no. We don't need more slots if we remove after every spin.
No,
there's only 8 weeks.
That's 16.
2 spins each. That's 16.
Yeah.
At the most, if somebody lands on spin twice, that only happens once. That's 2 more spins. 18.
Yes.
There's 24 things.
Absolute separate wheels. No.
Negative.
No. We're gonna make this.
Nuh-uh.
So
66% chance a swap will happen at some point in this series. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Thomas thinks I'll ship Josh's for him. Yeah, we know how good you are at shipments, Thomas.
Not as good as me. Oh.
Hey, Safety Third, welcome to the gold level ding dongs. Thank you.
I'm terrified.
Bullet move cotton.
Let's see if it pays off.
This is so stupid.
I'm so excited for this absolute disaster show. Safety Third RC. Also, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Go check up on or catch up on 30 some odd member videos that I have.
I'm at 16 now. I've done 16.
Yeah.
It's going very well. I'm really enjoying that portion of it because I'm sharing things that I typically wouldn't share.
And it's more, it's not like, I know you've done a little bit of DIY. Mine's not necessarily, mine aren't, it's just extra chatting or some behind the scenes, thinking out loud stuff. So,
yeah.
It's
I
just
do a lot of BS, but it's also
just,
like
it's more info. I liked yours today on the
the filament.
Yeah, that was a great little fun video to watch. So
yeah,
and then you get the stuff early. So Nathan, thank you. Ed must install park at the airport. I'm just gonna drive to the airport, doing the parking lot.
You're gonna have to bring really short tools if you're gonna install it at the airport.
This is gonna be
Chris, I love this idea. Matt needs to do an only pans video that is a collection of pan camera shots of just his cars. Only pans. It's good. Like that. Oh boy.
This is going to be, must install something from the airport. This is an $8 bottle of Dasani.
This is a Whopper from Burger King.
No, there's no Burger Kings in an airport.
Yeah, there is. Lots. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never. Well, there probably is.
My friend Brett is only allowed to have Burger King at an airport.
Speaking of Burger King, the Burger King is here. I know you don't do the Facebook much, Matt, but Tony CCX outed himself as a closet Burger King fan, like an actual fan. Driving around will decide to pull into a Burger King type of guy, which like it doesn't actually surprise me at all. Like
about Tony, no.
Like that's just he's who I picture
for the course
in a Burger King commercial.
Yeah, I'll have what are they? What's their double burger called, Tony? I'm sure you know.
He likes the chicken finger things. Whatever, they have a funny name for them.
There are 24 Burger Kings in airports in the U.S.
How many airports are there?
Dublin, Ireland has a Burger King. Chicken fries.
Chicken fries. That's what it was.
They make the weirdest stuff there. They in the Canadian Burger Kings, they have deep fried pickle chips.
Oh, you don't listen.
I don't
Fried
sleep
pickles?
on pickle chips. I like a deep fried pickle a lot.
Wait. Yeah.
But I don't understand why they're like, yeah, you know what's going to sell real good? Pickle chips. Get out of here.
Jeremiah, thank you. I think you guys have to swap trucks. You should have to write down the parts or anything added before you ship it out and send the list with the truck. Oh, we will have a virtual version of it in the form of YouTube videos already. There will be no denying what we've done to these trucks.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to take stuff. They were great. Tony.
When Tony pulls up to the drive-thru, they just say, the regular?
Hey, Tony. Yeah. Whopper with cheese, no onions. Drive on through. I guess, if you're going to choose Burger King, it's better than like a Carl's Jr. or a Jack in the Box, right?
No.
No?
No.
You would choose either of those two over Burger King?
Yeah. And have. Listen, Jack in the Box, egg rolls, incredible.
Well, okay. Where does Arby's rate for you?
Oh, the furthest down. You know who loves Arby's?
Who?
My wife.
Really?
Yeah. We were on a road trip.
Did you ever tell her that I worked there when I was 14 years old?
No. She got food poisoning from, and she was like, she tried to blame it on a bad pistachio. I'm like, I bet it was the truck stop Arby's, if I'm guessing.
Just tossing a guess out there, but it's definitely not the pistachio.
Not a freestanding Arby's. No. Truck stop Arby's.
55 burgers. Thank you. This Burger King you speak of seems like a powerful man.
He has a giant head and tiny hands.
Arby's is gross for the most part. Yeah, I work there. I know.
Oh,
I'll share a secret with you.
I don't know who this guy is, but this guy knows a Runza with cheese.
Is that a Minnesotan thing? Is that a Minnesota sandwich?
Nebraska. They may be other places as well, but Runza, top tier.
Okay. You know what I had recently that I had never had before because we didn't have them up until just a short while ago? Firehouse sub.
Firehouse, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. That was pretty. It was like, it's a lot better than Subway. I'll tell you that much.
I do love a Subway.
Oh, get out of here! You are a horrible human. Get out.
Just love them.
Ugh. Ever since they stopped cutting the bread in a triangle out of the top,
in the
it was out of there.
Mid-90s, yeah.
Yep. You used to get so much. They would just load that thing up, but now it's like want some lettuce on there, and they just go.
That's a White Castle Hot Pocket. Arby's did not give me food poisoning. Yes, it did. It was not the solitary pistachio that tastes a little weird. Like,
yeah, talks shit about Nicole eating Arby's. Loves Subway. Subway's absolute bottom barrel garbage. It's not bread. I don't even think they can qualify it as bread anymore.
I did
see, and this is exactly why I know that. This is exactly why I know you're wrong. I'm with Josh on Subway.
Yeah.
Tony, when you said you love Burger King, that ruined all credibility.
Damn it.
Unbelievable. Subway's been dead to me ever since they got rid of egg salad. The lesser known choice.
No. She has to.
It was that nut. Nicole, phrasing. Do they have Jersey Mike subs? No, we don't have that here.
We have
I saw
those.
one at an airport.
They're decent.
If it's in an airport, you know it's good. Except for Burger King.
There's people.
I am, because I'm going with this guy and his coworkers to Las Vegas. I'm going to get a real sense of what people's food preferences are. I'm going with the flow. I'm doing whatever they're doing.
Yep.
I'm not going to be all, you sure we should be going here? You sure about that? This place?
Do they have a vegan option? I don't even know.
I'm not vegan anymore. Don't worry about that. I'll eat anything.
Who remembers Quiznos? They used to have a Quiznos inside the Nebraska Furniture Mart in Kansas City.
Yeah, we used to have a Quiznos at the airport. When Quiznos first opened here, it was like hella popular. Like everyone went crazy for Quiznos. And then all of a sudden, it just like completely fell off.
People are just like, it's just hot Subway. It's more expensive.
It's hot, more expensive garbage.
Didn't they have fun commercial jingles for a while? Quiznos makes the no.
I don't remember their
go insane.
jingles.
No. Quiznos song commercial.
Yes.
Yeah, it had the freaking the. Oh my god. It's way better than I remember. No, remove that.
Yeah, I don't think we can put it up there.
I'm not going to put the whole thing up there. I'm just going to you will remember it by the.
Yes. I do remember that.
I'm not going to play the audio. So,
that's a real commercial.
That is a real commercial. That was very, very popular. It's
Nightmare fuel commercials. Yes. Subway's still in business. Just saying, it doesn't matter that they're still in business. Their model is appeal to the lowest common denominator, which is Josh and Tony. What about the Wendy's?
Oh, I love Wendy's. So expensive,
Wendy's.
though.
What happened to their dollar menu?
I'd rather sell Thanos. Schlotzsky's. Are those nationwide? I thought those were only an Omaha thing. I love Schlotzsky's. I hated the name. Hard to Google.
Schlotzsky's.
Schlotzsky's was good. Bread, huge piece. Wild good.
Frosties do indeed slap. They slap so hard.
Love a Frosty.
Are you a dip your fries in your Frosty kind of guy? Yeah.
I'm all over it.
Yeah.
No shame.
When Richard and I were in Olean, New York State, we had a hard time finding a good pizza. It turns out the best pizza in the area is at the gas station.
Casey's gas station pizza.
Yeah.
You cannot beat Casey's gas station pizza. People do not understand.
Richard and I were very sus. We were like, we're not getting a gas station pizza.
I'm surprised Richard isn't okay with that because or didn't know about it because Casey's amazing in the Midwest. And
it's regional.
Ohio Ohio's not Midwest. Ohio East Coast can have Ohio. But we politely just
we abstain.
Yeah. You can buy Cinnabon at Schloss.
Oh man, give me a Cinnabon any day of the week.
Oh my God!
All right. Well, it's 10:58.
Let's thank some people.
We talked a little bit about RC.
Much to all of your delight, we don't have time for Formula talk tonight.
It's fine because it was a very boring race.
It was a boring race.
Despite Jeff, not my name Jeff, but Jeff, our other friend Jeff, who we talk Formula with. I was like, that race was boring. He goes, what do you mean it was boring? I go, it was boring.
It was boring.
He's like, but Lando won by 20 seconds. I go, that doesn't make it more exciting because nothing else happened. All right.
Thank you to Gunner, my gold level ding dong belongs to Starfish, Jeremiah Southwick, Blind Guy RC, Ben Osborne, Clint Green, Harold Schleg, throwing an L in there for no reason. Rideworks Inc., Safety Third RC, Pigeon Farm Boy, much appreciation to all of you.
Thank you to Blind Guy RC, Thomas Bialzik, RC Patina Guy, Thomas Bialzik, Cable Tie, RC Patina Guy, Safety Third, Thomas Bialzik, Safety Third for joining and becoming a gold level ding dong. Jeff 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos times 2, and Thomas Bialzik. My Subway order: white bread, tuna, pickles, black olives, onions, oil. That sandwich sounds awful.
Oh my God.
Tuna and black olives.
Is it heated? God. You have that heated?
Oh yeah, heat that up. Give me the toast on that.
Toast it. Ruin that toaster for the rest of the day. Every sandwich tastes like tuna.
This is the worst smelling Subway I've ever been in. Okay, real quick before we do go, because this is a story worth telling. I was at an awards show in New York, and we had won a whole bunch of things. So, we imbibed, as one does. I may have imbibed 16 too many. And we had to get on a plane the next morning to go home. And I was not in any shape to fly. But I got on the plane, not feeling great. I'd already definitely thrown up like 3 times. And the guy sitting next to me, they bring the snack cart through. And he goes, what do you got on there? She's going through all this stuff. And she goes, well, I got this salmon salad and crackers. And he's like, she's listed off all this other stuff. He goes, oh, yeah, give me the salmon salad. I was like, dude, it's 9:30 in the morning. Is this like, am I being punked right now? Is this, I was like, I gotta go. And I got up and I went to the bathroom and I stayed in there for an hour because I did not want to have anything to do with that guy's salmon salad and crackers.
Nicole and I went to an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet in Vegas once, one of our first big trips together, and we ate so much crab leg, didn't even talk to each other. We were worried there was a time limit how much we were eating, and then we leave ridiculously full, and then I go have a marathon blackjack night with her dad in one of the Irish casinos. And I had so much too much.
Oh,
but I was worried that I was going to ruin crab for myself forever. Get back to the hotel room at 5 a.m. And we have to check out of the hotel that day at 10. Oof. So, Nicole and I and our flight doesn't leave until 3. So we're spending half a day walking around Vegas. And I'm just gurgling. And then fly. Oh, it was the hardest day that
Yeah.
Salmon salad next bumper sticker.
already wrote it down, Adam. Thank you.
All right. Let's call
All
this
right.
thing. Much
Yeah,
appreciated.
thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know about what's on the bench tomorrow. I've got stuff I could do, but I got a full day of work, so we'll see. We'll see.
Much. Looking forward to if you do anything. So
Well, there will be a print video.
Retitle your print file, your print one.
What's on the bench? Printer edition.
Yeah.
All right. Love you. Bye. Have a nice evening, everyone.
See ya.